Hello, this is The Way of Fairness. My name is Stephen Childs. So, night before last, my alien friend, extraterrestrial, the one that's the high vibration, the one that's helpful and not harmful, as I'm waking up, she told me a name and a word. She said, "The Proposition by Robert Bell." It was just as clear as a bell, the communication. And I awakened from sleep and I got the smartphone and put it in the query box and found a politician who had been warning us about global warming, and I listened to him talking about shale oil and fracking and how we're wasting so much money because of the catastrophe that we're causing, that this is not cheap energy because of the catastrophe it causes. And like nuclear power in Fukushima makes electrical current ways of creating electricity, it's not inexpensive. It's very expensive. So that was his argument. I suppose that's the proposition. I really couldn't find a good match for proposition. I found a movie, so maybe I should check out that movie also, because sometimes she kills two birds with one stone. I haven't had time, or I haven't done that yet. So yesterday I'm being told that I was poisoned with my food, and I'm not feeling well. I just have to have faith that my friend that's high vibration, that's fair, knows everything that's going on, and it will all turn in my favor. And that's all I can do, because I don't really know I don't have any factual evidence that I was poisoned. I'm fighting against the insane religions and the insane governments. So I have many enemies that are empowered by wealthy elite people to be my enemy. Much like the Trump followers are empowered by billionaires, and they're lied to the point where you tell them the truth and they think you're lying to them. They're that brainwashed. So last night she said, we were talking telepathically, and she said, I remember the old days, and too about when I was beginning to understand that they're here and that I'm communicating with them and so forth. And she brought up subjugation of a ghost, and she left it at that. So I just looked online, and it's from an old Zen Koan. Oh, that reminds me, they were commenting about my short tongue. I'm tongue-tied. As if they can shame me because my tongue is too short. Now listen to this. In the dream that I'm the Christ in Revelations, I have the tongue that's the double-edged sword. You see what I'm saying? So she kills two birds with one stone. So I've learned to really pay attention and don't judge too quickly what the conversation is about. It might be about a whole bunch of things. They can say a lot in a few words. That's how they communicate. So I just reread Subjugation of a Ghost. It's only one page. Short Koan about a man whose wife that he loved deeply, was dying, and she said, "I love you so much, don't ever remarry or I'll come back as a ghost and ruin your life." And he, 3 months after she died, he fell in love with another woman. And so a ghost shows up and tells him that I know about the woman and I know about the gift you gave her. And she's telling him how she knows all about his life. And he better get rid of that girlfriend. And so somebody tells him to go see the Zen master. And the Zen master says, "Okay, do this. Get a handful of soybeans. And when she shows up, say, I'll get rid of my fiance if you can tell me how many beans are in my hand." And so the ghost shows up and he says the question and she doesn't know. And so the story is that the ghost is gone. There's no ghost. So this implies that it's all coming from his imagination, from his own mind. Now, what if it's not? See, this is where I was at back when I read the story. Because I know they're not imaginary. And as I'm thinking about this, she tells me the number is 12. They know how many beans are in the hand. They really do. They know the future. They know what's going to happen tomorrow, everything. They're that advanced. So she tells me she's more like AI than she's like. They're not humans that have passed on. They're more like AI, advanced extraterrestrial AI. And she's told me that we're not ready to really understand what they are. And we might not be for a long time, I might not ever know in my lifetime what they really are. And that's kind of bittersweet to me because I have such a strong relationship with them. I care more about them than I do about humans. They care about me more than the other humans too. So they're telling me I'm the only one that's going to survive. So it's like the people are going to the land of the dead, and it's like, Steve, you don't deserve that fate. So I'm the only one that survives. Well, it's because the other humans are not paying attention to what I'm telling them. So they're mad at them. They're mad at the other humans. And so am I. So this all changes. They can say something like this. It's like an ultimatum. The humans got to pull their head out now or they're going to be extinct. And I won't be. That can happen. On the other hand, humans can all support the way of fairness and become fair people. And then it's a different ballgame. Then they might show up, We might start learning about them to a high degree, and it's going to be incredible. They won't have anything to do with humans if they can't trust us. Would be a danger to them if we became powerful someday. So, the number 12 goes back to my invitation or idea to work with them to prove to all the people, all the humans, that humans are telepathically connected to something because something told them to all of us to write the number 12 or some number that they choose on a piece of paper and write it down on paper and maybe what time and day that it happened, what time of day, and then there's so many people that have done this that it's overwhelming evidence that skeptics cannot argue against. So they don't want to do that yet. But I've had it happen. I was trying to make it happen in Walmart one day somewhere. I think I was in Utah County. Maybe in Springville, my hometown, probably. And I'm thinking the number's 12, the number's 12. And a woman walked in that was like, I don't know, 40 feet away. She said, out of the blue, the number's 12. Loud enough that I could hear her. And I was just thinking the thought. So there's some anecdotal experiences that are really incredible that I've had along the lines of paranormal and extraterrestrial contact. Let's see, the Robert Bell proposition. I'm just going to go silent for a second and see if she suggests anything for me to talk about before I end this video. As all I get is nothing right now. I heard nothing right now. So anyway, the warning's been given, and I'm good. Either way it happens, I don't care. I'm not attached to human. My love goes to them. My love comes from them. I'm not supported by humans. I'm supported by them. So there's your warning. And if you're with me, you'll probably survive too. Thank you.